Hi, this is a message, in fact, directed primarily to Sonny. I connected a video as a video response, not to his video, but to somebody who was connected to him by the name of Nemesis. I have since seen another video of Sonny's radio group, and this brought me to the conclusion that I need really to point something out to Sonny. I hope that he doesn't take this as negative criticism. I am really trying to help him. I'll let you see what I actually mean here.
Let me talk. You see, every time that I may have something right, you go, oh, wait. Well, anyway, go back to the story.
Just tell him to lower the volume level.
Why don't we know our history? Why don't we know our truth? Why don't we know where we came from? Why? Because it's been hidden from us by these elite groups that want to manipulate and control us. And the only true history or truth that we do have is within every single one of us. We can't depend on the scientists. We can't depend on religion anymore. That's why we have to truly find ourselves and truly find who we are, because everything has been a lie.
God bless it. I didn't tell you to stop explaining your point. I can talk to you right now in a level tone.
But again, we must understand that.
It's all right.
Okay, Sonny, I can see you're getting a little passionate there. But ask yourself this. Is losing your head really going to help resolve this problem that we're facing in the world today? You've been indoctrinated to some extent into this concept of the Illuminati. And everybody's talking about the Illuminati this, the Illuminati that. And there are fingers being pointed here and there. Okay, let's leave this bogeyman under the bed for the moment. I mean, that's what they've created. The Illuminati has become a bogeyman under the bed. Okay? What you are facing, unfortunately, is either what I would class as the Illusionarti or the Delusionati. These concepts are my own personal concepts, which I will go into much more detail maybe later. However, the result is this. They have created a state of, let's say, virtual false awakening. Now, false awakening is a clinical state. Okay, I don't know if you've ever suffered it from yourself, but it's quite common. It's that situation where you're dreaming, and then you wake up, or at least you dream you wake up, and then everything around you is like reality. And you are convinced that you are in reality, but you're still in the dream. And this is the trick of the Illusionati, as the word I will use here to describe them. The Illusionati would be basically the people that don't want you to see the true reality. And the true reality is very complex. But we're living in a world now where, if you follow the news recently, Mrs. Sarah Palin, the vice president for your next president, which would seem, because I very much doubt if Obama will be chosen, but even if Obama is chosen, the route that we are taking will not change very much. But we are preparing for a third world war, okay? There are people being killed in Iraq, okay, in a war, which is not classified as a war. They're telling you it's not a war, brought about by mistake on the part of your president. Okay? There are obviously deeper, more fundamental things behind all of this. But let's face what we can first. Let's concentrate on the realistic, tangible things we have in our hands. Once we've dealt with those, then we can dig deeper. Don't get lost in the nightmare of the bogeyman under the bed, because that is preventing you walking through that door of true awakening. They're keeping you in a dream. Forget the Illuminati for the moment. The Illuminati, if they exist as the group that is being created, that they exist, which, to be very honest with you, if there is an Illuminati group, okay, it's possibly connected to the Illuminist movement or Zionist movement or an non-egalitarian ideology within the oligarchy. And remember, the oligarchy are divided as much as the common man are divided. They just play a game at their level of the pyramid. This is an interesting symbolic part which you must consider. That pyramid you see with the all-seeing eye, and then the top, the cap of the pyramid is separate. That's very symbolic of what the oligarchy is. They're the cap, and everybody else is part of that pyramid. It's a structure. Humanity and society works within a structure. We have to change the form of that structure, obviously. But first we have to face the realistic things that we can deal with. Take it step by step. Don't get lost in that nightmare. Don't get lost in that paranoia. And this is the key point. Paranoia. It serves the masters. While we are paranoid about the terrorists, about the Illuminati, about this and that and this and that, and we can't put our finger on the exact problems, we are useless. It's 1984. George Orwell's book. Big Brother, all of that's very nice, but people forget the actual message of the book, the description of how the society was controlled. You had the mass paranoid about the other mass. Okay? The Illuminati are just another form of paranoia to keep you under control. As I said, let's look at the realities first. Once we expose more and it becomes clear what that reality is, then we can face it. But there are enough things already in this world that we're ignoring because of this either Delusionarti or Illusionarti game that's being played. Now, as I said, the Illusionarti are the ones that are doing it deliberately to keep you in that false awakened state. The Delusionarti are those that have been pulled into that false awakened state and are perpetuating that system, okay, helping the Illusionarti create the dream that keeps you in that state of believing that you're awake, but not being awake enough to actually do anything about it. Okay? Another fact of this Illusionarti is they're pushing people into playing the game of the controllers. It's been said we can't protest, and unfortunately we can't. The reason we can't protest is because the governments say that protesting is illegal and violent, and it is becoming illegal and violent. But that's because we're protesting in the wrong way. We will have to look later, or I will try to explain later, how we can be passively resistant without giving the system excuses to increase their security measures and call us all terrorists because we stand up for what we say is wrong.